he allude to the fact. And Young L in the building, man. Get him on. Tell him we live for the night out. We're gonna give him time to get in the building, man. We live for the night out. We got the night man in the building. Hey, Robot, if you tuned in, man, just give us a second. We're gonna give people time to get up in this joint. It's being recorded live anyway, though, so. My night owls. I'm about to get ready to go in. Mother Hoover and the creation of the Reptilians. Mother Hoover is the real leader, man. She the real gangbanger, the real person who you trying to get over, man. We're gonna break that all down in this tape. Trying to get it out before tomorrow, the way maybe it can get approved, but it's gonna be live though. We're gonna give people a couple of time. I got 4 people in here. Look like we're gonna give time to people time to get in, man. See, it's a lot of people that read the Holy Tablets, but there's certain things you gotta use your imagination. When Baba give you the basic platform of it, what happen, and then you take everything else and you can piece it together if you got imagination. And some people, it's a lot of people out here that believe this is all this Looney Tune shit. It's make believe, right? To make you believe, right? Nah, this ain't that. This right here is your real, what really happened, man. To take you back to, we're trying to expand your consciousness. We're trying to take you back so you can see what happened and put it all together, man. It's gonna be simple to you once you get all the pieces put together. You know what I'm saying? But we're talking about Mother Hoover, man. Let me share my screen so you can see what she looked like. She's the she was Anshaw's, which is Anu's father. She was his chief and daughter. She's because most highs, when they become the most high, usually their daughter go in line to be the chief scientist. Just like with Anu, his chief scientist is Mother Minty. Okay, so we told y'all the women are the best scientists. The women are the best scientists, man. Women are some of the smartest people on the planet. They was here, because really technically they was here first. The particular the energy, it was here first, and then the masculine energy was brought in to protect that feminine energy. Right. This is Mother Hoover, and we'll show Anshaw, which is Anu's father. He was the 8th most high. Right. When we got to the Pegasus, because I'm going back, I'm building up to the point of Mother Hoover creating the Reptilians. All right, that's Ansar. You already know about Anu's mother. We showed you that on the tape yesterday, building up to the Inky story. But we got to bring Mother Hoover because a lot of people asking me about who is Mother Hoover. When you gonna do a tape on Mother Hoover? So we're doing a tape on Mother Hoover now. Okay. Hold on, let me get one more thing going up so I can see the chat. And if you're in the building, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, my brother. Hit the bell. You know what I'm saying? Hit the cash app. We got 40 people in this joint. I'm getting up to the chat. All right, we're gonna build up, we're gonna build for you. Hey, Rob, bye to everybody that's in the building. I can see the chat now, right? Rob, bye to everybody that's in the building. This for my night owls. Now, people that gonna wake up in the morning, they gotta go to work tomorrow. They probably be asleep, but they gonna hear it tomorrow, so they can play it back. All right, so we go back to let me put Mother Hoover back up. So Mother Hoover is the chief scientist to Anshaw, which we just showed you a picture of him. Hey, Rob, by Carter 9000. All right, Mother Hoover, right? So I'm just gonna reel you in on the first part. So it was in Pegasus, and then they had a competition, right? We already talked about this on a couple of other tapes. They had a competition between the scientists, and Mother Hoover then designed a new type of creature in the Pegasus, which was the insects, the dragonfly. The dragonfly is one of the oldest insects in the galaxy, right? Because it's insect beings. We got a tape called Insect Beings where we break some of them, right? She designed the dragonfly and won the competition, right? For the to be the chief scientist with against other females that were competing for the chief scientist too. That you know, but she won it, and with that dragonfly creation. Matter of fact, let me pull up a dragonfly so you can see what it looked like. So you can see because it's a certain symbol that's being used that's really Mother's Hoover symbol, and people don't know it. They rocking it. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me show you. And keep in mind, dragonfly. That's they give you, they tell you that it's gonna come down to the reptilian. Dragonfly. Now it's another scientific name for the creature. Hold up, hold on, I'm tripping. Hold up, it's supposed to be fly. So we're going in on the Mother Hoover. If you just tuned in, man, we got 72 people. All right, so you see the dragonfly, right? Keep in mind that the dragonfly was the first creature, one of the first insects. And keep in mind those double wings. What does it look like? Keep in mind that. All right. All right, you see the ankh. Hold up. Just type in double ankh. See, can we pull something up? Now you see this symbol right here, right? With the double, that represents a dragonfly. I'm telling you, man. That's Mother Hoover's symbol. That's how you know she here. She here, and man, she here, and she perpetuating her symbol. That her symbol is one of her symbols. Her first symbols is the dragonfly, right? The four-winged creature. And then from this particular insect, they drafted over another million species. Well, really like 900,000 species of insects. And then once they drafted those, another particular species, like say about another 200,000 species, evolved, depending on what galaxy or what planet they put them on. So like out of those different species, they put them on different planets, and then based on the environment and based on the environment and what type of sun they on, they might evolve to something else. You know, just like a butterfly that comes from a caterpillar. You know, this is like it's like adaptation, it's evolution, it's all that wrapped in one good package. It's science. It's science. You know what I'm saying? But when the insects start to get too big in number, hey Robot, don't give up. Robot, I like that. Don't give up. And it's another brother called I Will Maintain. I like that brother too. Hey Robot to everybody that's in the building. Hey, check this out. We're telling you the truth, bro. You know what I'm saying about that symbol. That's Mother Hoover. symbol, man. That's how you know she here, man. I'm telling you, man. It represents a dragonfly. I'm telling you. But that's from my perspective. The Sabian brothers got another perspective on it. That's from my perspective, though. You know what I'm saying? And based on what I know about Mother Hoover and how she moved, right? But the insects started getting too number in the Pegasus galaxy. So in order to countermeasure the insects, another creature was created during this time, which is the bird race. So the bird race, the Canarians and the blue avians. See, can we pull a picture of that up for you so you can see what they look like? This bird race. It was like three different types. But the main two was the Canarians and the blue avians. The blue avians is supposed to be the good one, right? Depending on what perspective you're looking from, right? All right, so this is what these beings look like. All right, so the bird race was created to kind of make they went to the side. Once the insects started the number, go to number and try to almost take over, because you got to keep in mind insects, and the insects is in here on your planet, right? I'm talking about like the takeover. The insects, you think that because they small that they ain't intelligent. So they move as a hive. They like one brain. 10,000 different insects from one hive is like one brain, because they hive beings, meaning they go off of only signals that's given from the head boss, the queen. Most times it's a queen, right. But the blue avians were one of the bird species that were created to countermeasure the insects. And if you come here on your planet and you look at the food chain here on your planet, you will see that the birds eat insects. They eat worms. So all of the information to see what's going on in the galaxy and see how everything's working is right here on your planet in nature. All you gotta do is sit there and watch nature, and you will see, okay, all right, this must have, since this bird eat these insects, the bird eat the worms, and the birds get up early to do it. It's all part of what's going on in the galaxy. So the birds were the first race. A lot of people want another perspective where people think that the reptilians were created first, but I know that the birds were created first, and the birds lay eggs. The connection between the birds and the reptilians is they both lay eggs. That's the connection. But the birds were created first to countermeasure the insects, and then still over a period of time, the bird race they couldn't counteract the insect, because they'll grow too fast. They lay hundreds of eggs, and they hatch real fast every time. On your planet, every time it's spring or when it's hot, it's starting to warm up, right? And the insects are in on your planet to take over. They're the one that the smart insects, the intelligent ones, like the ones they show you in Man in Black, right? The cockroach looking beings, the insects. So these beings more intelligent, and they gave over this combustion engine. I'm telling you, to the planet to try to start the global warming, because insects, that if it was hot all the time, imagine how many flies you had to deal with, insects, because they'll just keep multiplying and they'll take over when it's a certain type of temperature on your planet. And it's more now if you outside a lot in nature, ride by Armin. If you ride by Peace Hall, if you in nature and you watching nature, you'll see it. It's more insects now than it ever been. Like you starting to see more and more insects, right? Because the planet warming up. So the insects are in on this planet, and they some insects can take you out, right? Shit, some killer bees get on your behind. You know what I'm saying? Some killer bees, some African killer bees. Now, what the hell is African killer bees doing in America? That's another thing. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had to bring them joints over here, right? Kill African killer bees. Get on your ass and chase you 200 miles. I'll tell you. They said African killer bees are real gangsters, man. Hey, they'll chase you too, man. I'm telling you. Until you jump in some water or you get into a place where you can run faster than them, but that's almost you gotta be down there. You gotta be real fast to get away from some African killer bees. You know what I'm saying? The bees are gone though. Yeah, so yeah, you don't see that many bees no more, right? You just see a lot of the disagreeable insects like the flies, mosquitoes, the wasps, right? But wasps really ain't disagreeable. They really neutral beings. They don't attack you unless you get close to their nest or you got us, and they really don't attack you then. Because it depends on if you got fear on you. If you got fear on you, they'll attack you. But if you don't got no fear on, you can walk right up and grab. My granddaddy could do it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have no. He wasn't scared of nothing. Them old man back in the day, they ain't scared of nothing. Man, they'll get right up on. You kill them with a snake under the house. Man, I know some old school cats that'll go right out under there and grab him bare hand, bring him out from under the house, and then ring him like a snap him like a whip and crack his neck. I'm telling you, man, some real OGs, gangsters. You know what I'm saying? You got to be an OG. If somebody tell you it's a snake out of the house, you go under there and grab him bare hand, bring him out, and ring it. That's country boy shit right there, man, for real. Right? Hey, big up Drake, Robot brother, Robot Red Rich, City Raw. Shout out to brother City Raw. And I'm gonna put my cash app in the links, man. If you want to send me a donation, man. Yeah, we're going in on Mother Hoover. This is gonna be a good one, man. For all my night owls, because Mother Hoover is here right now, and but we all family though. Keep in mind, Mother Hoover is a new sister, so we all family, right? We all family, man. But so the birds were created to counteract the reptilians. I mean, counteract the insects. And then once the birds couldn't handle it, right, the next species, we had to create a more aggressive species that'd be more because the birds were too, only the Canarians were aggressive enough to counteract the insects. But at one point, they joined on with the insects, right, with Tanush, with Halot and them. Halot and them, they were part of the 1/3, the mosquitoes, the flies, and a couple more other species of insects, intelligent insects, joined on with the bad guys, supposedly the bad guys, right? From depending on what perspective you're looking from, right? So when they came, we left really before the insects, before the reptilians were created, we left the Pegasus and we let the insects have it. And it's a couple Anunnakis who stayed back in that galaxy to monitor these beings. And then they got so number in Pegasus, and it was getting the galaxy was getting smaller, and so they left, and some of them went to Andromeda's galaxy. These insects. So you got insects coming from the Andromedans. Like the predator is like the predator. He's an ant being, but they're more advanced and more evoluted because they got the same thing as an ant bed. These the movie they show you called a predator, right? With them beings, the ant beings, right? They got the gun on their shoulder. They come here to hunt prehistoric animals. These beings. So some of them migrated to Andromedans, but so we end up leaving Pegasus and eventually coming to this galaxy, right? And then we got the bright idea to create these reptilians because a lot of you go try to do a research on these beings and where they come from. A lot of people tell you they don't know where they come from, and they just popped up. No, they ain't just pop up. The first type of beings we created. Let me pull up a picture so you can see what that visual is everything, man. Let me pull up a picture for you so you can see the first type of reptilians. because a lot of people say, oh, the Raptors, they created these. Hold up, it's down here at the bottom. All right, these beings, right? These troglodytes, they were the first type of reptilian that we created because they like the frog man. And keep in mind, the frog eat insects. The frog man eat insects, right? So you can see that in nature here that the frog is eating the insects, and he got a long tongue, so he was purposely made for that particular position in the game, right? So he can stick his tongue out long and bring back. Uh, he can bring back, the insect, and then you got another being called the turtles, right? The turtles with the shell. Now these, if you look at these beings, let me pull that picture back up. Just think about the reptilian nature, like the lizards, all the beings that eat insects. The lizards eat the flies. So they tell you that these beings were created to counteract the insects. Hold up. There we go. All right, can y'all see that picture? Hey, so that tells you that these beings were created to counteract the insects. Like the lizards, like we said, the lizards. Just think about all the reptilians species that you know that eat, besides the birds. The birds eat insects too. But just think about all the species that you know of that's reptilian that counteract the insects and keep them down. Now think about if you was a guy that want to mess that up, because what they doing is like a brother was saying that he didn't see no bees no more, right? Because the bees been the reason why you don't see them no more because they got them all in the lab and they getting the honey from them. Because keep in mind, honey is like they told you the land of milk and honey, right? The land of milk and honey, man. So honey is a top commodity like gold. I'm telling you, galactically, honey is the top of line. It's a commodity, man. It's it's just it's real money. You know what I'm saying? It's real money, right? But these beings, um, the guy talking, okay, okay, man. I don't know what y'all got going on in the chat. Hey, but Rob, by everybody that's in the building, man. We got 131 people in the building, right? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. But these beans are like a turtle with no shell, right? But they do got the shells. They just put them on when they're ready to go to war. Let's think about a turtle and put a shell on it. The Ninja Turtles, right? And that was one of their fleets that attacked us on Mothership Nubaru. We're gonna talk about that on the journey of Mothership Nubaru, where we're talking about Mother Hubur right now, making the connections, right? So these beings were the first beings, and then you got several other species that were created after these species, like different types that were crossbred with other things to like walk on land. Let me show you. Baba God had all of it in the Holy Tablets. He already broke it down in the Holy Tablets, man. The Holy Tablets is one of the most, it's one of the most high powered books that came out, bro. This a type of reptilian. Uh, but this was when they began to mix them with, because we started breeding these reptilians also with the grays. And we also drafted the grays out of that particular species too, the troglodytes, right? That's one type of reptilian, but that's a later type of reptilian, right? Then you got these types is when we was beginning, these right here, because you got two different types of reptilians. And most of them was created, just about all the particular basis of their seed was created in this solar system, right? And then when Nubaru came back, or when Nubaru started coming around, and we had we create stars. We create stars from exploding helium. I don't want to get too deep on people, but we're gonna You know, we're gonna reel you right in. But in Cyrus, Cyrus is a new star system, right? It was a star system built for us to take some of the people, the life from this planet to that system because of the crash, right? So we started adopting the different reptilians, some of the reptilian species that were here, the Dragonians. We started adopting them and taking them to another planet, and we did a little engineering on them so they can live underwater. Even though they was living underwater here, we made it. Some of them we made salt water, some of them we made freshwater beings, right? Type of like stuff like that, right? And then so that's the older species that they got taken on the mothership Numeru when we set up Cyrus. And over time, these beings evolved and became known as the Nomos. But the Nomos beings originate from Earth, right? Look like a Nomos, right? The Nomos beings originated from Earth. Hold on. I wonder why it okay, let me share my screen again. The Nomos people because it's different types of reptilians. But the main two types is the Nomos, which are the fish type beings, right? And it's different species of them. And the mermaid is one of them, right? The mermaid was when these particular species evolved as like fish beings on one of the planets in Cyrus, and then then the Hindus came in, started mixing in with these beings in Cyrus, and created like the mermaid type beings, half human, half fish, like Alelu. We'll probably do a whole tape on Alelu too, but we just giving you the synopsis. And keep in mind, fish beings eat insects. You can take a cricket, put it on your hook, throw it out there, a maggot, which is a fly, and you throw it out there and you can catch a fish. The fish is the Nomos, right? And they come out of Cyrus, right? After we took them there due to the crash, because we had to start abducting people off the planet every time when it's a calamity about to hit the planet. We abduct people and take them and put them on another planet. We didn't just adopt reptilians. Later on, at a point in time, we started coming here and adopting the Twa man and the Far man. It's been adoptions going on all the way up until this time for millions of years. It's been adoptions going on from Earth for millions of years, right? All the way up until now. It's people that come up missing right now. Ain't nobody know where they go. Can't find nothing on them because some of them got adopted and taken to other planets. I'm telling you, man. And they think they in some kind of dream or something. Because of how is if you ain't got a certain amount of knowledge, if your brain ain't ready, that's why they say in the Bible, right? They say in the Bible, if you can't see God and live, right? Really, that's talking about these extraterrestrial beings who vibrate on a higher density, and they got so much knowledge and power because they telepathic, they all this, right? Because they vibrate on a higher speed and they brain capacity, they using more of their brain. They're using 72%, some crazy their brain percentage of their brain. And so now when you come in contact with it, you can be starved. That's why if you look at the dude, it's like a starstruck. You can be like the dude Billy Myers. If you look at Billy Myers and how he is, you can tell that he came in contact with a higher dimensional beings. That they were so advanced. He was like wild. He was wild by it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's happening, man. Fish eat almost anything. That's right. Okay, that's right. The Nomos eat humans. Right? The Nomos eat humans. Because if you think it's a game, go jump in the ocean and have a cut on you, anything. Them sharks gonna come and get you. You know what I'm saying? Them sharks, they can smell blood for a couple miles underwater. They Nomos. They part of the Nomos, the whales, the seals, everything that go under the water. Uh, like the seals is another crossbreed between like the reptilians and the dog beings. You can look at them and tell. You know what I'm saying? You can look at the features. Look at the feet. You can see the crossbreed. It's a couple crossbreed species here, right? And they still crossbreeding, mixing a tiger with a lion, calling it a liger. You know what I'm saying? So it's still cross. We was crossbreeding in ancient Kemet. That's why you see behind Anubis, he got like a mixed animal. It's like a leopard, an alligator, and you know what I'm saying, with an alligator head. And so we was already crossbreeding. We was the ones that created the pig, right? The pig in ancient Kemet. Imhotep created the pig by crossbreeding, a rat, cat, and dog. You know what I'm saying? It's what Elijah Muhammad. Rat, cat, and dog. You can look at the pig and tell it's a crossbreed. Yeah, Rob Bot, man. For everybody that's in the building, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We going live for my night owls, right? Trying to bring it all in for them. Yeah, so what was during the time of, let's see, during the time of the reptilians, different species were created. Hold on. Hey, close my door, Hakeem. Hey, hey, Daryl, like, hey, come get this dude, man. Dang, man, Hakeem he's still woke, bro. I've been trying to sneak my classes in while he sleep, but this guy got up and he up in here with his daddy, man. Hold on, I'm trying to show you something. Hey, this is what I was gonna say. Hey, come on, Hakeem, you gotta get out, man, because you messing with my stuff, bro. I can't even focus because you trying to go after my stuff. Hey, Rob Bot to everybody in the building, man. My night owls. Yeah, man. So we moving on. Hey, Haru, get him out of here, Haru, for me. Take him in there and let him watch TV. Take him in there, Haru. Hey, baby. Hold on, y'all, man. Give me a sec. All right, I'm back. Man, dang, man. This dude right here. Hey, so yeah, so you can see everything that's going on your planet, man, on the planet with the species of the reptilians. Now, what happens is over a period of time, with the destroying of the planet and all that, with the mothership Numeru, we're gonna do a tape on it, like we said. Then you got different species that begin to pop up over time of these reptilians. Because they kept on creating a drafted race, but secretly, it didn't need to be done. We had enough reptilian species already. We had the particular species, but Mother Hubur had a secret agenda. Mother Hoover had a secret agenda, man. Her secret agenda was to create her own military, her own army of these beings to take over eventually, to overthrow Anu. Okay, let's pull up, show you the different species. Yeah, Hakeem, man, you gotta watch this dude, man. He'll pour all your stuff on the ground, hold all my herbs on the ground. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. He know what he doing though. He doing it to, hey man, you handle me, man. I don't know what you doing. He don't care. All right, so we showed you this different species, but this right here, the nomos. Right, it says the nomos on there, right? So that's the species I talked about that went to Cyrus. They got took to Cyrus and came back here, right? This particular species, and that's a symbol for the nomos. And these are the beings that came to the tribe called the Dogons, right? This is one of the symbols, right? The Chaldeans, and this is the same shit that the Pope be rocking. So keep in mind, this all connect back with Mother Hubur and her creation of the Reptilians and Alelu. We're gonna get into that too. You know what I'm saying? Mother Hoover. To my people that just coming in. It's another. I'm gonna show you these other type of reptilians. Cause there's different types. It's like 18 different types now of these reptilian species. But we showed you the first one. Hold up. Okay, this is the mothership Nubaru, by the way, for nobody that never seen the diagrams. We already got the links to the holy tablets that the brother Love sent me, and the links to the other two tapes. So if you want to get the holy tablets and really go, you can read this stuff. You know what I'm saying? In the holy tablet, just click that link. We put it in the comments and in the descriptions. Okay, all right. Oh no, brother. Man, where your mom at, Hakeem? Huh? Hey, leave my stuff alone, man. Where your mom at, Hakeem? No, 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 no. Oh man, this dude right here, bro. You wanna come on, sit right here. Hold on. Okay, I want to show you some more species of reptilian. Okay, this is another species of reptilian. This one, the grays, like I said, the grays start mixing in. You can tell from the head shape, right? Then you got like the raptor type. These are the kind that be eating humans. These times right here, they can shade shift because they use more. They got a bigger brain, and they can use more of their brain, another higher percentage of their brain. So these beings can shade shift. And we talked about these. This is Inky's granddad on his mother's side. We talked about that type of reptilian. They began to mix in with the Anunnaki during this time, right? Way before the time when Anu got married to one, right? The Anunnaki was already mixing in. Okay, let me show you another type. It's another type of reptilian. That might be all I had up in there on the reptilians. But it's more different types, right? And they begin to, that's where the tail and all that come from. We can't really show that part, the tail part. But we're gonna show it on these reptilians right here. The different types of reptilians, the T-Rex. Right? These are so as the species begin to evolve, because we put them on a planet and then they begin to evolve. They come on land from water, right? And so we had to we abducted some of these beings. Some of them didn't survive. They got destroyed. That's why they find all the fossil bones of these beings on the ground in certain areas. They tried to migrate to the safe zones, but they got exterminated by the meteorite shower, and it threw the planet off, and it blocked the sun out. So a lot of these species got wiped out, but we still had DNA for a lot of these species, and the DNA is still here too when in the bones. As a matter of fact, Hakeem, no, man, somebody, man, this dude, man. As a matter of fact, man, my bad, bro. My son, he coming at you, man. He lunges his moves, man. Hey, but a lot of people don't know. Let's type this in. That they found a lot of bones to these creatures who existed back then under different stuff and underground. And what they did is took the bones to the lab, and they got the cloning technology now. They started reanimating some of these beings and put them on an island off the coast of Puerto Rico. And they put a movie out about it called Jurassic Park. They put several series of this movie out. It's a secret island off the coast of Puerto Rico where they high level scientists, because the rich guys, if when you got money, you run out. When you got a lot of billions of dollars, you run out of stuff to do. So these beings been doing a lot of stuff. They do a lot of stuff extra when they run out of all the things they can do with their money. So you got so much money, you got planes, you got yachts, you got the girls, you got the money, you got whatever, right? So now I got to come up with something else to do. Let me dig up these bones. I got so much money. We got the cloning technology. I want you to reanimate a raptor for me, and a T-Rex, and a mammoth, and all these different creatures that you dug up and got the DNA from the ice capsules and things like that, or the underground bunkers and things. And then we're gonna take these beings and put them on a secret island. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna charge people $200,000 to go visit the island. And then till that shit went bad. That shit went bad. They put that in the movie. They show you right there in the movie, man. They just made that up and just they'll call it a movie. Man, that really happened. That's why they telling you about it. They educate you in your movies, what they do, man. I'm telling you. That really happened. That's really happening, man. You know what I'm saying? It costs you 100,000 for 30,000. We'll fly you over. We'll give you a flyover, but we can't land because it's too dangerous. You got to have a certain type of certain experts with you, and they're gonna cost more money. And you're gonna have the experts hit the ground with you. A lot of people, when they first did it, a lot of people got killed. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got killed going to that island, trying to spend 200,000 to see some animals that's supposed to be extinct. I'm telling you, man, just pull it up. Secret island off the coast of Puerto Rico, and you got to have a certain amount of money to get on that island. And you got they got the damn T-Rex there. They got the long neck creature. To see them live, real beings. They cloned them and brought them back. I'm telling you, man. And they put a movie out about it called Jurassic Park. I'm telling you, man. Jurassic Park Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Now, a lot of people might say, man, Young Ill crazy, man. That's just the movie. Yeah, you behind, bro. You way behind. If you just think that's a movie. Who made it up? Where did he get it from when he made it up? He just made it up off the top of his head. Nah, man, he made that shit from some shit that's already happened. Hey, Robot, brother Love, he made that from something that already happened, man. That already happened. But okay, so we got a little sidetracked, but we're going back to the original subject about Mother Hoover. So she started creating these different types of reptilian. And then at first they didn't have wings. And then Mother Hoover got the idea because they had these Anunnakis. Some of them had mixed with the birds and they got wings. And that's why you see certain beings on the wall, the Anunnakis with wings, because they mix with these bird beings to get the wings. And some of them had detachable wings. So this was really where you get the angel of the wing story. It goes back to ancient Samaritan. Matter of fact, I can pull a picture up and show you. So we talked about the Michelangelo effect, but where they get it from? You know what I'm saying? They got it from us. They don't, even if you can go back to the picture of Maat in ancient Kemet, and she got the wings, right? Okay, let's look at one of these pictures with the wings. I know they got Ishtar with the wings, right? Okay, let's go down. So you got to think about it. Some of these beings had the detachable wings. Okay, you see, he got the wings on that joint. He got 4 wings, right? And that's what they're talking about, the seraphim and all that. Depend what type of being. Some beings mix with the bird beings, right? And some of the Anunnakis design ancient technology like wings that you can hook on like a strap to your 2 upper shoulders, and then you can fly like that, right? So some of them you're gonna see with the wings that's like a new his wings is detachable. His wings, so they are not only do they fly in crafts, they can fly like a bird if they come down to Earth. You know what I'm saying? They load their dimensions. If they lower their frequency down. See how a new thing is? Then he got the two rings around his arms. So he got detachable wings. Okay. So ended up mixing Mother Hoover ended up mixing the reptilians back in with the bird beings. Now you got reptilians with wings. She ended up crossbreeding them back with the bird after she crossbred the reptilians out of the bird beings. Then she doubled back and mixed the DNA to get the flying serpents. Flying serpents now. These are reptilians with wings and the warrior class. Some of the warrior class don't got wings, but a lot of the drone army military, that's why you got an ant bed, they got wings. You got beings that got wings, they call them drones. But so certain reptilians got wings, right? Because they mixed back in, and these beings became known. One sect of them who were disagreeable became known as the Dragonians, and this been before the Hindu mix. So, but the whole time, Mother Hoover was plotting to build this military up to overthrow us. This is why the Reptilians eventually attacked us from the jump and tried to take over the whole galaxy for Mother Hoover, right? That she the queen mother reptilian. I'm telling you, man. So they tried to take over us from this perspective. Uh, but so they once they got the wings, then they a particular sect of them went to the planet Titan, which is Titan is a real they call it a moon to Saturn, but it's really a planet, right? And several other moons that they call it moons that's really planets. So Titan, the master teacher already pointed it out that Titan is a planet, right? And so these beings, these Dragonians, they was a they was setting up a base really there. That was Titanlish base. They were setting up a base there really to invade Saturn, which was one of our first homes when we got to this galaxy. They was really because they want the infiltrate, but they knew Mother Hubert knew that they couldn't infiltrate us without looking like us, looking similar to us. She knew that they couldn't infiltrate us by not looking similar to us because they were the way they were ugly dragon looking creatures. Some of them the Leviathan creatures, and then also Mother Hubert took poison from plants, from the plant beans. She engineered the plant beans and started crossbreeding them into some of the reptilians and added the poison. That's why some of the reptilians are poisonous or reptilians from getting the poison from plants. All poison come from plants. So any alchemists know that. Any alchemists know that. Now the reptilians and the different bullfrogs and the different things that got the poison, that was added in by Mother Hoover as a crossbreed from the plants to give them the part. Now I'm making a poisonous type serpents. So you got poisonous serpents, and then you got serpents that's not poisonous. So the ones that's not poisonous is an older species of snakes. But the newer species of snakes is that most of them are poison because of Mother Hoover. And that was part of her game. Not only I'm gonna make them where they're gonna take over, they're gonna be venomous, they're gonna be raw, they're gonna be uncut, they're gonna be savages, they're gonna take over. Ain't nothing they gonna be able to do to stop my military, my reptilian military. You know what I'm saying? And the whole time she's supposed to be just helping us counteract the insects. But she saw how powerful her reptilian clan was. She like, I could use these people to take over. I can use this military to take over because I'm the reason why y'all even breathing right now. Because if it weren't for me creating these reptilians, y'all be overran by the insects. So y'all need me. I should be the most high. I saved us. I should be the most high. I saved us. You know, I'm the reason why we still continue. That's the type of mindset she had. That's the type of mindset that Mother Hoover had. And so she wanted to make, she couldn't get them to infiltrate us without them looking similar to us. So what she do is she started taking the Hindu DNA and the Hindus on left the Hindus and took them to Titan, and they was doing once we found about the experiment, they moved. They was on Pluto doing the same experiment, crossbreeding these humanoid beings, these humanoid Hindus, and with these reptilians, so they can look more human looking, so they can come amongst us, the Anunnaki. Right? We weren't called Rizians then because Riz wasn't designed then. We had came here first, then we set up Riz later. A new created Riz after the second competition. Right? Riz was a hologramic planet. Hey, shout out to Brother Titan for the $10 donation, man. If you want to send Young Elder a donation, man, we're gonna drop the donation in the links, man. The cash app. See, uh, we got to get all these tapes out, man. So that's why I'm glad I wrote a list down so I got all the subjects. All I gotta do is just load them up and just talk on that subject. Okay. Yeah. So she had to create these create like these humanoid type Dragonians. So now you got Dragonians that's humanoid, like Tanushan. Let me pull up a picture for all my new people. Hey, if you in the building, hit that like, hit that subscribe, man. Subscribe it. All right, let me pull up Tanush so you can see. So they create this new type of humanoid reptilian who's now able, now these people, they call the Vulcans. Look at the ears and think about the elves, the elf ears, right? Look at the texture of the hair. Look at the thick eyebrows because they come from underwater. They water beings from the Tridaconite. All right, so these beings now look more humanoid, so now they can come amongst us. And this is how they begin to come amongst us, right? And eventually, to make a long story short, Tanush got mad because Anu picked Murdoch to be the leader of the rocket ship, mothership Nubaru, for the mission and for the whole military and police. Pretty much, it was like he was saying, see, Tanush wanted to be the next Most High at that point, but it's like Anu picked Mikael as his apprentice to be the next in line for the Most High, right? So, but somebody asked me that question. They say, "Oh, who's next in line to be the Most High? Is it Inky, Enlil?" Nah, it's not Inky or Enlil. It's Murdoch. Murdoch is the next in line. He the one that took him. He pretty much, man, I'm gonna tell you much. Pretty much, it's like Anu gave his whole shit over to Murdoch right then when he gave him the command of the throne, the mothership Nubaru. To me, he gave him the title right then. Like he passed, like he might not be saying that he the Most High, but Anu really passed the title over to him when he gave him the command of that ship, right? Because whoever command that ship is considered the Most High. But so it's like a stipulation with it, with Anu pretty much putting Mikael in charge. That's why it's in the Revelations it says the one that sits in the middle of all these elders, he got a face like an emerald. That's a green one. That's the El Kadush. That's Melchizedek, the king of peace. You know, peace, the peaceful one, right? The ancient of days, right? So it's really like he gave. That's what Mother Hoover is really jealous now of Mikael. That's why she came here to Earth to usurp him, to overthrow him, and now she's running the ship. I'm telling you, man, she's running the ship because it's a competition. See who got the most. See who can get the most followers. Who can get the most people following them. Right now, Baba is winning by a landslide. Baba won by a landslide right now. If you pull up the numbers now, so they try to see who get the most followers here, And so she, like I say, she created these humanoid types, and they infiltrated us, and they blew. Eventually, Tanush blew a hole in Riz with using aerosol bombs, right? Using aerosol bombs, which is what they using some type of aerosol here with the aerosol cans. That's really messing up the ozone layer. These aerosol cans. Uh, yeah, but Mother Hoover is always this dude. Tanush worked for Mother Hoover. It's really like her child. She called these people like her babies, her child. But she always used the word my babies. I'm telling you, man, that's how you gonna know it's her. She probably ain't gonna say it now because if you around her, because she probably listen. You know what I'm saying? But my babies. Who are your babies? These reptilians. I'm telling you, man. Reptilians. She want her babies to take over the galaxy. And so, why you think that who put into the mind of these reptilians to attack us? They weren't even that intelligent enough at the time. So they had to be. They always led by somebody. Reptilians. It's a group of beings here. They got to be always led, and they sometimes they call them sheep, and they got to have this shepherd. So it's a group of beings here that always got to be led by somebody. Then another group of beings that are the leaders that lead those other people, that lead those sheep. We got sheeps here and you got shepherds. Sheeps are never gonna be smart enough to be in charge. Sheeps are never gonna be charged. They just who they are. They hear as who they are. But the shepherd, the leader, is the other group of beings, and they always gonna be in charge, or they gonna be right at the top. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't trust none of them, man. I'm telling you, man, it depends on what perspective though you're looking from on Mother Hoover, man. But Mother Hoover set the whole thing up to to overthrow us. So now you got the reptilians attack us. They started a whole war throughout the galaxy. That's what they talk about in the Bible. For my Bible people, that where it says Michael and his angels fought against the dragon and his angels. This is talking about Mikael and them, who was Murdoch, who was the leader of the captain of the mothership Nubaru, Yanun, right? Versus the reptilian. The dragon is the reptilians. All the way coming down from Mother Hoover, sicking them on us like her guard dog, right? So we fighting the reptilians, and a lot of people planet got destroyed. A lot of home planets got destroyed, and people had to migrate to other galaxies, other star systems, other planets, right? And it's been ongoing for a while until certain treaties were made, and the treaties were made by people marrying these people, mixing in with them. That's what the new game plan. All right, if you can't beat them, join them. You know what I'm saying? If you can't beat them, join them. That's another. Hey, that's a slogan from up above, man. Tell it. If you can't beat them, join them. So nigga, we gonna join on with you. We gonna mix in with you. We cool like that. I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that. Right? We're gonna mix in with you, man. And we already showed you that on the other tape. When we told you a new had two different reptilian dragonian wives. You know what I'm saying? And not only did beings mix, the Anunnaki mixed with the reptilians, they were mixing with feline beings, the bird beings, like said. They were mixing with other species too. So a new wives ain't all a new wives ain't humanoids. Some of them bird beings. Some of them is like feline beings, right? Humanoid feline beings, and that's why you see the different features on the wall in ancient Kemet, where the different people got the different types of headdress. Not only does that dealing with the nature of that person, it's dealing with the crossbreed in the galaxy of the different species. So you got humanoid, you got these feline beings who advance, and some humans down here got the cat in them, got the feline in them, and that's why they always got cats. They got a connection with cats. They don't know why. Why you got this connection with cats? Because you probably one of those feline beings from the seventh dimension that's here to experience a particular thing in the car of this in the avatar, because y'all really avatars, the real you on the inside. So she got some beings here from avian who had to find new homes, and they came here and they chose to do this mission. And so they incarnated as humanoids into an avatar. Really good, because you can, if you're a feline being intelligent, and you think about the Avatar movie, you can imagine if a feline laid into one of those machines and send its consciousness to your body here. And so you really a cat being in a feline body. You can see, man, the way certain women walk. So it goes back to Bestat from ancient Kemet. It goes back to like the other feline beings that they represent that nature, right? The cats. So some people are fish beings, nomos. Some people here are nomos in human cause. Some people are reptilians, evil beings in human cause. Some people are benevolent beings, and you can spot them too. Benevolent beings, they're the ones that come right after everything went down, and they did to balance it back out. Yeah, but that's, man, that's all I want to bring for you for tonight, man. We might do a part two to this. Just we building you up. We building up the momentum for you. You know what I'm saying? We building you up to Mother Hoover and the takeover with the reptilians, man. And some of these beings eat they meat eaters, right? And sometimes if you in and sometimes when the contract is up, if you don't get smart enough, you're gonna be the meat. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get smart enough, I'm telling you, man, this shit is crazy. Yeah, the lyring beings. What happens is with the how they got to Leo, the Leo constellation, the Leo constellation, right? These feline beings, how they got there is once they planet avian got destroyed, right? We end up taking them to the Pleiades galaxy, and then till we could create a home for them, then we created a new system called the Leo system. See, like we told you about the stars, when you see these blue stars, that's the new stars. So some of these systems are real new systems, and we started creating everybody homes. Not only that we're gonna create so you had a planet at first, but we so nice and we so cool, right? We so cool. What we're gonna do is we're not only gonna create a planet for you. We're gonna create a whole star system for your people, so everybody won't be fighting over fertility. We're trying to end the war of fertility for everybody fighting for space. They fighting for to grow, for they kind to be in number. So we gave them a whole galaxy, right? We give people we create whole galaxies for you, right? So you can thrive. You see how we gave the insects their galaxy of piggies, so you can thrive. And they even went to the Andromeda galaxy, so you can thrive. Yeah, what contract? You say what contract? I don't know what maybe you refer to what I just talked about a minute ago. Man, it's a whole bunch of contracts going on, man. Just read the Bible. Anything that you got to sign, it's a contract. And then you can make a verbal agreement, which is what people are doing by believing in the Bible. They making a verbal agreement with that God, saying that they down with it. You know what I'm saying? And if they do what they God say do, and follow the 10 Commandments. we got 42. I don't know what they 10, right? But follow the 10 Commandments and the rules and regulations of the Bible, and things good are gonna happen for you. And they work for some people. That contract worked for some people, right? They believe it. He did believe it, right? He did believe it. Yeah, Star Wars is real. Yeah, Star Wars is real. Every movie just about they put out is based on something a scenario that already happened. It don't matter what kind of movie it is. It don't matter if it's a shoot 'em up, bang bang. They couldn't do it if it wasn't already done, because they had to pull from the fourth dimension, the mental reservoir. They got to pull everything down from, and it's usually Nubians that's doing it. I bet you most of them shoot 'em up, bang bangs, and scary movies is done by those people who the ops who Rod Haynes was talking about. They put out that type of shit, while the other group was putting out like scientific movies. Uh, yeah, man. But yeah, if you got 200,000, you can go to Jurassic Park. I'm telling you, man. 200,000. They'll fly you over for 30 racks. They'll fly you over. Let you see that they ain't playing. We on a whole nother level. We more advanced than the public. The public don't know. The public has no clue to how far they behind compared to us. That's what they telling them, making fun of the how you useless eaters, right? We about 100 years ahead of the useless eaters. He's sitting up on there, smoking a cigar with a $10,000 suit on and a Rolex that costs more than your house, your car, your grandma's house, and a couple more of the houses put together on his wrist. Kick back, saying, "Yeah, look at this is how much money we got. We could bring back to life a T-Rex." That's when you know you got some money. Man, Michael Jackson had a giraffe in his backyard. How much money he had? Now imagine if you had enough money to get a T-Rex, an extinct creature, cloned and brought back and put them in your backyard. They probably wouldn't let you do that in the city limits, right? You gotta be outside. Yeah, it's like that, man. It's like that when you got enough money. These people got enough money to go to malls. They got a resort on back of the moon, dark side of the moon. Got a resort there. Where you can go swimming. You do all that. Hang out. You know what I'm saying? With the girls, with the Aryans. Hang out with blonde haired, blue eyed chicks that don't got an ounce of fat on them. Right? Hitler's the Fourth Reich though. You know what I'm saying? Who is Mother Hubur today? Man, I can't say the name. But she's definitely close. We already gave you a couple hints. I would pull up man, I don't want to start no shit, man. But I ain't gonna say nothing. People who know, they know who Mother Hubert is. She here today. Certain clues we gave you that's gonna be able to yeah, Moon Pie Mars. Yeah, they already on Mars, man. Mars is old history. They've been on Mars for like 50 years now. They've been on Mars for more than 50 years. If you go back and watch the field trip to Mars tape, I talk about the field trip to Mars, and I break down what's going on Mars. And at the beginning of the video, you hear Elijah come on talking about Mars, and then I show you an actual live footage of Buzz Lightyear, I think it was, and the other, I think it was Armstrong, uh, and they was already making a trip to Mars to take pictures with high-powered cameras back in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? So they already set up on Mars. They call that the Billionaires Boys Club. Man, I'm gonna tell you something that, like I told you, they're 100 years. I'm about to get ready to get out. I'm gonna tell you this though. These people got technology to go back in time. They got a time machine. And that dude, I can't think of his name right now. Somebody make it drop it in the chat when I tell you what he owned. He owned Virgin Mobile. That dude that I think his name Rich, something like that. Richard Bland or something like on that of that nature. That being is they already ahead of the game, man, in technology, man. I'm telling you, the elite, which they call themselves the elite, but we the real elite. But they are about 100 years ahead of the public. They got technology for time, people. Like if you got for $500,000, we'll send you back in time for 3 days. You take a vacation in the 1960s for 3 days for a $250,000. You can take 7 days if you drop $1 million. You want to get that experience, drop you $1 million. You got to be in a certain club to even hear about this shit. You got to be in a certain club. They got these different secret order clubs, right? Where the billionaires boys club. If you're in the billionaires boys club, you hear shit like this. Well, they say, We got a time machine where if you pay $1 million, we can send you for 7 days back into the past, back into 1960, where you'll see we can show you. You won't be able to probably connect with them, but we'll be able to show you your parents and what they was doing. We'll be able to show you your grandparents. How would you want? Would you if you had $1 billion? Would you spend $1 million to go back into time for 7 days? Hey, Haru, Kuf, and if you don't want to listen to it, man, you can just get the hell out off the channel, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to listen to what we talk about, get the hell off the channel. And you really like an hour late coming into the building. How about you? If you don't like what we saying, how about you get a damn page and drop some shit to where we can listen to your shit, man. Your real life situation. Because what is real? Real is only electromagnetic signals interpreted by the brain, my nigga. So what is real life situations? Everything is real, nigga. Because real is also dealing with height, width, and length. It's dealing with dimensions. What makes it real? Because you can touch it, because you can smell it, taste it. What makes it real? Because it's height, because you got height, width, and length. In your dreams, you got height, width, and length. In your dreams, you can smell, you can taste. So is your dreams real? Or what they call in dreams? Haru. Yeah, that's my school. Haru Kuti. That's what your name is. Hey, yeah, man. Hey, man, you better be lucky. I'm almost halfway sleepy, man. I'm telling you, bro. This dude better be lucky. He came in late. We just, you know, we just kicking it, man. Yeah, so we ain't offended by what you said, and then my brother. No disrespect, bro. I just want to know where going with this. Oh, we already you just coming in, man. You got to go back to the beginning, man. We was talking about Mother Hoover. We already finished talking about Mother Hoover. And where we going with this, we just giving you really this is like old information for Nuwapian or Sabian. My Sabian brothers and my Nuwapian brothers. This is really old. This right here shit is like I know at least 30 years about it. Old. Uh, but we just what we're doing is we trying to get all these tapes recorded in the archives. So if for the newcomers, if they want to go back and listen to the shit, you know what I'm saying, and hear the story, they can just go back and play these tapes. That way we ain't got to go back and keep answering the questions that people ask me because like say I might say something about Inky and then somebody don't even know nothing about Inky. So we got to put all these tapes out to where it breaks all this stuff down. So if you got any question about the information, you can just go back and revert to the tape. That way we ain't got to keep answering the same question over and over again. So that's what we really going with this particular part. Now it's a lot of Jews in here for people that's new people, and you know the what's the name of the dinosaur island? I know it's how I used to know. I actually put the name of it. I think in that book. I think the Galactic Family of Life. It's called Costa Rica or something like this. It's off the coast of Puerto Rico, right? Or what they call in Puerto Rico, right? The Puerto Rico. So it's off the coast of that island. You can pull it up and just say secret island. Just type in secret island off the coast of Puerto Rico. And I think it's Costa Rica or one of them islands. It's an island that's a secret island. You got to think about it, man. Until you go out there and really go to the ocean. If you've never been to the ocean, take a cruise. You go on a cruise and you'll see there's a whole bunch of little islands that people own, billionaires, like the Billionaires Boys Club. You only hear it's only certain things you hear about, and you got to be in this club. You got to have enough money to even for them to even mention it to you. You got to be somebody. Yeah, Jurassic Park is the name of the movie, and they might call it the actual name of the park, Jurassic Park, at one point. But the name of the island, I forget the name of the island, but I know it's off the coast of Puerto Rico. But to really go to the real Jurassic Park, it costs you about you will get 100,000, you can get a couple days on the ground. For 30,000, like I said, we'll fly you over. We'll fly you over that joint, let you see a T-Rex from the plane, because it's too dangerous to land without the guides. And that went bad for him. You watch the movie, you can see the whole storyline right there, man. They give you the whole storyline of the real deal. and they tell you it's science and fiction, which don't even go into the same sentence. They tell you it's science fiction, and then you believe it, and you think that it's all fake. It's not reality. Everything is reality, brother. If you seeing it in this life, everything reality. I'm telling you, everything is real. You know what I'm saying? Right? Or everything can be fake, depending on your perspective. But to me, everything is real. Even if somebody bring you fake gold, they bring you fake gold, right? It's real some, it's real brass, it's real copper, it's real some type of metal or some type of particular mineral. It's real something, right? So it's everything is real. Right, but we're about to get ready to get out of here, man. I think we've been in here for a while, man. We're about to get ready to get out of here, man. But we want to thank you for tuning in. We might do a part 2 to this. If you late coming to the class, hit that subscribe, hit that like button, and go back and check out the whole tape, man. And then you'll see where we was going with it, man. But I just wanted to give you an update on the Reptilians and how they came about and what their whole agenda is. It's to help Mother Hoover take over. That's it. That's period. And it's about fertility for space to be able to multiply more of their people. They really want to take over. Then they got mad at us about the ascension shit. I already put all them tapes out too, though. But I'm about to get ready to get out, man. So we'll do another one tomorrow, man. So shout out Deborah Tracy for the $5 donation. Peace and blessings, sister. So hey, we love you all. Peace, Islam, Hotel, Ashug, divine love throughout the balanced universe to all.